Hello everyone, this is the new Super Mario Bros. Wii Any% tournament of 2020. And we have Pidgey Prowler and TheCodingBoy. We have two very good runners. This should be... I'm expecting a very close race from this. Pidgey actually has, I believe, 24-34, and coding is not that far off. I can actually check right now. Yeah. A 22 if you take out the loads. Coding has a 24-47 with loads, or a 22-37 without loads. And we take out the loads since they vary on every con. They vary depending on your system. So these runners are only about like 15 seconds apart on the leaderboards. And they're both definitely top runners.
Let's play.
Like we're about to start. Guys, I'm doing this. It's probably gonna come down like super close at the very end.
Let's go.
Here, we're starting. First level 1-1. It's not super exciting since it's just mainly running right. But you will see both of them hit the checkpoint and basically get a mushroom from that, and then the ground pound this block to get the propeller. And we basically use the propeller for the majority of the run because it gives you a lot of vertical height, and we will see that very useful at a point in World 5. Both of them getting safely through the first level. It's always good to see.
Let's go.
Next level is 1-2. And this level has a star in it that the runners have to go out of the way to grab, but the star gives you more speed, so it is worth grabbing. And you see the runners sliding down slopes a lot and tilting these platforms, sliding down them. That's because the gentle slopes are they give you more speed basically, so you try to slide down as many of them as possible. But there are some slopes that aren't worth sliding down.
Oh yeah, Mario time. Yeah.
1-3 has a secret exit in it, which takes you straight to World 5. And we'll see the runners actually using the propeller to grab that. You notice that they'll do a triple jump here. That's because the hamburger can jump like it did for both of them right there. And that triple jump just basically avoids any chance of getting hit. These probably do go above the area there and get to the secret pipe, to the secret exit. It's not that much of a secret since everyone knows about it, but
This way.
this is very close out of World 1. But there is still a good 22 minutes, I would say. So, a lot can happen. This is the mandatory Toad cutscene that you just have to mash through because it's, for whatever reason, it's just faster to mash through this on all of the text boxes.
Let's go.
It's also faster to mash on these cannon transitions, but I'm not really sure why, it just is. It's also a certain level in World 5 you can mash on to speed up the loads. I think they are synced. They're like a frame or two apart. Okay, World 5 offers some more movement than just holding a hit. So, you might see a slight variance, depending on how movement goes. Use another star. It's crazy how they're just perfectly in sync. There's one water section. You intended to use that little thing? Oh no. What that was a trick known as water skip, I believe. And you're supposed to use the propeller to get out early, but it appears that Coding mistimed it and lost the prop.
Time.
It's not the end for him though, because in 5.3 there is a backup propeller. Yeah. Use a piranha plant. The mini boss thing that you have to fight. This is the level that it's faster to mash down the loading. The actual in-game time for this is 93. As you can see there. Both it's got 93. That's good. Now, there's a split path here, 5-2 and 5-3, and 5-3 is faster, but 5-2 is easier. But both runners, they're good at the game, so they're gonna do 5-3. They're very consistent. And this pipe right here, Koenig's gonna have to go into it to grab the propeller. And so lose him like 15 seconds, but it'll definitely be worth it. We'll see. Oh, that little strat Pidgey just did, that's a new thing that we just kinda took from the tasks. A new task for this game came out recently. I would recommend watching it, honestly. Using that shell to kill the band ball enemy, that's like half a second. When you're making a small mistake. Other than the 5-1, he's doing pretty decently. Now, 5 Tower, this is a cycle-based level where the walls move left and right on a cycle. And the fastest in-game time to enter the door used to be 546 or 547, but At some point, a couple years ago, we found that it's possible to get a 5.56 on the in-game timer, or even a 5.57, and we were going to see the runners go for that. Oh, Pidge shook slightly early. Oh, it's always been known, I guess. Or I should probably say that hasn't always been viable to do in a run. But recently there have been some like new optimizations to the cycle to make it easier. As TheCoding got it there with plenty of room to spare. So that's 7.5 seconds for him to save.
Mario #1.
This game this way isn't very challenging. It's just hitting him as soon as he is vulnerable. A 5.4, I would say it's an infamous level in that do you have to ride this raft thing, or do you intended to ride the raft thing, I should say. But you can actually just skip it using the propeller. This is the main reason why we keep it this level. It's like a minute and 20 seconds faster. Pidgey didn't save, so he's playing a bit risky. I don't think coding. Oh, he did save. Okay. I mean, saving is like 2.5 or 3 seconds, so it's really not the biggest deal considering neither of them are on PB pace. Looks like coding is also going to get it. They both did it. Okay, looks like they're both gonna get a 352 because you already did. And yep, coding also got it. So they're still playing the same, other than the coding losing propeller and Pidgey missing the cycle. Oh, this 5 Ghost House. This level is dark, but I mean, we already know the way to go through, so it's not like it matters. Some kind of tight jumps here. Yeah. You should see both of them jump through this boo in here, just like that.
This way.
There are some pretty consistent ways to jump through it, so it's like an impressive looking thing that only saves a couple of seconds. And now we have, this is just another cannon, since they took the secret exit in the level. Achieve a 12-17 old 5 exit. Has a 12, yeah, 12:33, so he's 16 seconds behind. It's not over for him, there's definitely stuff at the end game that can happen. Should probably explain what's happening in 8-1. He's gonna grab this shell and throw it right there to cancel his not shell, propeller's spinning animation. So he goes back to normal speed instead of that, like, slow descent speed. I believe I wasn't actually looking at his coding screen, but I'm assuming he went for it. These damage boosts, those are intentional. Because we don't need the pop anymore. The next the next level is faster with no power up. It's theoretically faster to keep the propeller like through the entire game. But it is a lot harder to go through the next level with any power up actually. Pidgey just got a pet stream hiccup, I'm guessing. Yeah, this level is a bit stressful, I would say, without a power up. Nothing too major in this level, but it is like a bit scary since one wrong move and you're dead. And also, some of the jumps rely on you shaking the controller, and if you don't shake the controller, you will not shake. You will not shake in game, I should say. Coding actually going for a few small optimizations. Oh, something I probably should have explained, that what we see coding do is crouch and then uncrouch and just get what appears to be a speed boost. This is just a game putting you back to like your normal speed that you don't have when those hills are rolling you back. You kind of messed up the movement a little bit, but it's okay. I think Pidgey's AT was like a second faster. 8-7 is, it's honestly kind of not too exciting in speedrun. It's that fun multiplayer level, but it's let's say the calm before the storm. Since the final 2 levels are after this one. It's just kind of waiting for this to get far enough for you to jump off of it for 2.5 minutes. Like, we will see learners jump off as soon as as soon as they're able to, basically. To just save those seconds. Really, someone grabs all of the star coins, because while it doesn't save any time or anything, it just looks better. Pidgey missed the first star coin and lost a whole 0 seconds, so hopefully coding can save those 0 seconds by grabbing the star coins. He did. Grabbed the second star coin though, but not the first. It's no dignity. Didn't mention it, but both of them did grab a mushroom, so in the next level they can grab a propeller. levels about to finish for Pidgey.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Pidgey can technically get us some 25, but there's something in 8A that we'll have to determine that. I'll explain it when we get there, but for now I'll just explain the normal level of Fate Airship.
It's a good time.
There's a few sections where you're supposed to like spin these screws and it moves these platforms, but you can just like, skip spinning the screws. Well, you can't skip spinning this one, but you can skip the other ones and just use the propeller. And it saves a decent amount of time. Some of them are pretty scary. It's a tight triple jump there. You just kind of have to wait for the pipe to rotate. You can actually go in that pipe instantly if you have 2 players, but that's not allowed here. That's its own category, 2 players, or multiple players, multiplayer. So yeah, here's 2 of the skips that I mentioned. And there's some more right here. This one in particular is pretty scary. You can actually shake early enough to not wall kick and save a good in-game second, which is 3/4 of a second. Here's that thing I was talking about. So this is Bowser Jr. We know that, and to defeat him, he shoots up these bombs that you're supposed to ground pound, and they like shoot up to him, but you can actually just ground pound him instead. The trick known as bombless. Pidgey did not get it right there. Oh no, Coding got hit. He can't even attempt bombless then. You're basically supposed to fly up to there and just ground pound him. There's a couple setups for it, but if you miss the setups, you're kind of just screwed. Oh, there it is right there. That might be the first hit. I'm not sure. Like the first hit of the tourney. I don't remember if there's one in. No, Noodles got it last race, so it's not the first hit of the tourney, but first when Pidgey got this tourney, I would say. He's actually on pace for a sub 25. It's on like Coding missed the last skip, but somehow didn't die. It was the longest level in the game. 8 castle. It's good 4 minutes. Or 4 minutes from fade out of the last level. And then there are, say, 3 big, or maybe I should say 2 big parts. The first stream here, which is just kind of tight. There's some tight parts of it here. Coding has low battery. I think that makes that loading slightly longer too, so he's just losing even more time. This is unfortunate. You just kind of have to wait for the lava to fall down. You can watch Coding go through the first room while we wait for Pidgey. Kinda close. He's got the valor. So Pidgey's about to leave that room. Yep, he's entering the pipe just as it shows up. But it's good, you can enter that pipe before it shows up. If like you're that risky. Here's the little corridor before Bowser himself. These fireballs that are controlled by RNG. It's got flashbacks. Pidgey avoiding the fireballs. Good for him. He's gotta fly over Bowser. And Bowser falls. Peach has been saved. Coding didn't grab the fire flower, so he's being a bit risky here. I'm assuming he's gonna try to jump over Bowser with Bowser jump. Oh my gosh, it's not even Peach, it's Kamek. And alt coding did not get good RNG with Bowser. So he almost got a backup Bowser jump. Oh no! He got stuck in Bowser and died. That's not good. Pidgey's now in the escape section of the run. At the beginning of escape, it's these fireballs Bowser shoots, and he shoots them at you. So you have to jump to have him shoot the fireballs straight. Pidgey got the Bowser swipe, so he loses a second or two. I don't know if you can even control it. And this platforming's super tight, or not super tight, but it's a bit scary when you're on base, I would say, at the end of a run. Small mistake there, but he did survive. And oh my god, Pidgey finishing for 25 flat because he missed the switch. That's unfortunate, but I mean, at least he won. He's actually done that in a PB run. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I want to say he's like done it before. Escape. There's a light here, though. It's very good for when you get hit or have an unfortunate mistake. And, oh, that was scary. But we must look some movement there. He's finishing with a 26. Looks like a 26-37. So other than those mistakes, it was a pretty decent run. It was a pretty good race. The sync at the beginning was pretty crazy. If either of them are going to do the interview. That's like a thing that'll happen here. Yeah, We got two very solid runs, especially that 25 flat, which is currently, I guess, the tourney record.
Alright, hey there. Wait, sorry, I can't hear you. Wait, I'll just quickly go back. Try to change the settings.
Okay. I do not think that Pidgey will be... Yeah, Pidgey won't be joining.
Right,
Well,
there we go.
so how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, essentially, well, the thing was, I was really, really nervous. Like, I was, like, up until, I don't know, after, like, even into World 8, I was shaking like crazy. So, yeah.
Getting rid of is when like you only have one chance for the series.
Yeah, exactly. Like the group races, just a best of one, so yeah. But I mean, in the end, it was like, well, essentially, it was just like losing propeller there, and then, well, obviously, losing propeller in the airship. But those were like the only two, like really big mistakes.
Yeah.
And I even got 557, so I really can't be too sad that I didn't win. So yeah, GG to Pidgey.
Yeah. I think 557 should count as the win, but I don't think it's how the rules work, so... I think that's all there is to it, so follow the runners. Okay, that command's wrong, but still follow the runners. And follow SpeedGaming and stuff. There's a lot happening. Just see what's happening with the schedule. Oh yeah, the No Kid Hungry a marathon is actually on right now. You can go watch that. And there's a lot today. Wow. It's a lot of Mario and Metroid, Zelda Randomizer, and even some Kirby in there. So yeah, go watch all of that. And I think that's it. So goodbye.